think Fadi Fawaz is playing f***ing synths on these things, and I don't think that guy who is George Michael's ex-boyfriend is like producing these f***ing tracks, and I certainly don't think that that guy's singing them. What does George Michael and his ex-boyfriend, the boyfriend he had when he passed away, what does that boyfriend have in common with the number one song on radio right now?
What?
Exactly!
What is George Michael and the widower?
No, what does George Michael's ex-boyfriend have in common with this number one song that's being played on radio right now?
I don't even know what the number one song on the radio is right now.
Well, you'll be mad, and I'm going to tell everyone. We love pop culture, and I was going through Reddit today.
It can be a dangerous place, old Reddit.
It is.
But
it is.
Like, I enjoy spending time there.
Yeah.
Because I like seeing what people are doing with their lives.
I saw this post from 6 days ago on the Australia Reddit, which said the number one song on Australian radio is AI Slop with AI-generated singer. Why is nobody talking about this? Yeah, as I went down, I saw some links to articles. So there's one from ABC from a couple of days ago, and there's one from The Guardian this morning, and it's talking about Josh Fawaz, a cover of Like a Prayer.
Feel your power just like a prayer. You know I'll take you.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah.
Is that AI? Oh, look, he's doing his boing.
Yep.
Boing.
So,
boing.
Okay, so you can see everything, right? Yeah. So
Yep.
he's
Pro
there.
Tools open.
This is one of his
little
TikToks,
deck
right?
there.
He's a DJ, he's a producer, he's done music since 2010. And 2015, he had this like Bubble Goose song, which seemed to do okay. From what I can see here, it's a stereo track that he's ripping in there. So like he's playing.
Oh, is it happening? Oh, okay, yeah.
If he was playing anything off his pads there, so obviously he's got these pads, which is it's a device where you can route any musical sound to this, and you can make it do things. I was going to lift up pads, but I can't. I'll ruin everything. So
yeah, mine won't lift up either. But I could do a fart noise. I don't know which one's fart.
Yeah, you can chuck a fart noise on it. You can do whatever you want it. So he's got this. Now, he's not doing anything live here. I just have to assume that he's made the track in a different multitrack session on whatever DAW he's working with, which is digital audio workstation. And he's just like pretending, right? Because whatever, it's TikTok, who cares? Interesting, though, that he's doing that, considering he would be the one who would have the multi-track session. And why wouldn't you just open it to make it look more interesting? You'd see all the elements. This is a stereo
like
track.
Ray.
Welcome to my breakdown of my song. Originally, it was just me going, ooh.
This guy, for this particular shot, he has the stereo track, which he may have mixed down, or maybe the AI did.
Maybe.
And he is just pretending for the thing. Now, there's a lot of accusations in regards to this particularly being, quote unquote, AI slop. Josh Fawaz, he is now number one on the Australian National Radio Airplay chart, which is done by a company called RCS. So they know all the songs that the radio stations are playing across the country and how many times they're playing. Fawaz, he began releasing music in 2010s, and then obviously took a pivot in last year. Like, he never really broke through. Like, he's not had like a big, he's, like a Martin Garrix or name someone else that maybe is a big producer.
That's like a DJ, producer.
Like
Diplo?
Diplo,
Skrillex.
sure. Skrillex, that's another one. David Guetta is the one I'm thinking of. So he's not really David Guetted it, right? So
no.
This song has reached number 4 on the ARIA charts as of recording, the top 20 Australian singles chart. The ARIA is our Australian music top 40s. Now, it's all over TikTok too, so looking at his TikTok, he gets a lot of love. A lot of people are like, love you. Your music makes me feel great. This is excellent.
Yeah.
And we can talk about whose music it actually is a little bit later on. So I look at one of the articles and then it just briefly mentions Fadi Fawaz. And I go, fuck. why do I know that name? And then I go into the actual credits of the song and I go, well, I expect to see Madonna there for comp and lyrics because she's the songwriter, along with Patrick Leonard, who originally made the song Like a Prayer. Right. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's really young, but Josh Fawaz did not write this song.
He didn't write it. Shocker.
So it also notes Josh Fawaz as the performing artist, which would insinuate that he is the singer. I'll play it for you again so you can hear.
Feel your power just like a prayer. You know I'll take you.
Okay, yeah. So it's clear it's not Madonna's voice. So I knew it wasn't Madonna's voice. So are they trying to claim that he's singing it?
He's singing it and maybe using some sort of voice mod to...
I mean, yeah, it sounds like a woman.
Correct. So then I look... How's that cough going, by the way? I can hear it in your chest.
I know.
Still.
I sound like, this is what I wanted to tell you. I sound like a freaking back-a-day smoker.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I'll tell you now on camera.
Do it.
It's so funny and it's so dorky. I got bloody prescribed a puffer. An old school puffer. Is that not so funny and embarrassing and dumb and dorky and silly?
Because I know you get bullied at work already for your red hair, but now you with the red hair and the puffer.
Imagine if they give you glasses next.
Or a hat with a flap. Oh my God, please go to work today with a hat with a flap.
Hat with a flap.
Well, please push through because we're digging deeper and deeper.
I will.
So Fadi Fawaz is a name that pops up also as one of the performing artists, as the synthesizer, the player of the synth, like playing the synthesizer on this.
Yeah, he was going like this, boing,
well,
boing. He's an artist.
I'm confused. Now, I know a synthesizer is different to pads, but I'm confused. As to why Fadi Fawaz has come in this. And also production and engineering, Fadi Fawaz pops up again as a producer. Now, Fadi Fawaz, obviously the same name, last name as Josh. They're related.
Yeah.
That is his uncle. He is his nephew. Now, I've confirmed that because I had to really fucking dig to confirm that. Now, Fadi Fawaz might be a name that you're thinking, why do I fucking know that name? Because it was, my brain stores things that it doesn't need to store.
The randomest shit that you could ever think of. And the randomest, nichest celebrity from the 90s or early 2000s that no one else remembers. Wilco will remember the name and then within a few minutes kind of be able to go, oh, they're from XYZ show that lasted for half a season and never got re-signed and no one ever did anything again from that.
Yeah. Not book smart.
But when's my birthday pop quiz?
It's July 20. Is it the same day as Luke or?
Same as yours.
Oh, you're the 27th because Luke's the 26th. Okay. That's why I get confused. Okay.
God, you love a Leo in your life, don't you? Roar, baby. Roar.
You're also dominant, You just tell me what to do. Oh, here she goes.
Here she goes.
Fadi Fawaz, the name sticks in my brain and I go, fuck, that's got something to do with George Michael. I was like, I think it's George Michael's boyfriend. And I look it up and lo and behold, Fadi Fawaz was George Michael's boyfriend at the time that found his body in his apartment on Christmas Day of 2016. And there was a lot of shit at the time that came out about this boyfriend because he was on Twitter. He wrote a lot of stuff and we'll dig down in that. Now, this guy is the uncle to Josh Fawaz. And I'm like, I need to find a way to know that they're family. There is an article from 2017. Fuck, mate. I've gone deep. From 2017.
Can I ask one question before we continue about the boyfriend of George Michael?
Yes.
Were they together? Is he the widower or were they?
They were together.
At the time?
George Michael left him nothing. If you don't know George Michael, very famous singer, songwriter, performer.
And that was dramatic, wasn't it? Because he didn't leave anything because they had a bit of a toxic-y situation.
They were on and off, and everyone claimed that
Yes.
that Fadi Fawaz was not good for him, and it was not a great situation.
Right. So can you just spell his first name? Because it sounds like you're saying Fatty.
No, Fadi, Fadi. It's just because I'm Australian.
Okay, thanks.
You know how I say things
Right,
like
right.
that.
is his nickname Fatty
No,
is it
no.
Faddy? Okay.
No, Fadi was my nickname from you last week.
Yeah. Was.
So I found this article and it's got this picture of Josh Fawaz and he's talking about his uncle and how his uncle called him when he found the body.
Right. Okay, so you've confirmed.
Confirmed, right? So slumped over his lifeless body of George Michael after trying desperately to bring his lover back to life, a grief-stricken Fadi Fawaz picked up the phone and dialed the one person he completely trusted. At the end of the line was Fawaz's most intimate confidant, his Australian nephew. It was not the Christmas Day phone call that either man was expecting. So they go into detail about their relationship. Josh says that, he'd never heard Fadi say a bad word about George Michael, that their relationship was great. And this was about that time that a lot of people were saying that their relationship wasn't very good. It was toxic.
Yeah.
And apparently he said they spent almost every day together for 6 years. He was so upset he had been crying at the house beside George. And I believe he found him dead. So at this time, Josh is a DJ and construction worker.
Yeah.
That's what he said his title was in this Daily Telegraph article. And then I go, wait, Fadi Fawaz isn't a musician. He's not. Like he wasn't with George.
So why is he working on this song?
He wasn't with George Michael because they obviously were dating, but he was never a musician. He wasn't involved in the music industry. He was a hairdresser and photographer.
Right.
And that's not to say that no one can pick up the keyboard or the synth or whatever or the pads and go, fuck yeah, I'm going to become a DJ producer tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get Ableton Live, fucking go for it, hun. It just made me think, one, I think it's definitely AI. I'm not the only one who thinks that. There is someone who is a lot more credible than me just going, it sounds like AI to me. But music experts and other musicians are questioning whether he produced it, Josh Fawaz. They claim that the popular song Like a Prayer could have been made using AI. All of his tracks list Fawaz as performer, meaning that he's the vocalist, as I said. And it also goes on to say that like they have these other music experts that talk about how they seem to think that this was not like, because the way it's compressed, the way that the vocals are compressed, it doesn't lend itself to being a real vocal. It doesn't, even with compression, it doesn't sound or react the way that a real vocal does. So people want him to come out and say the truth. Now, on some of his socials, he has replied saying he uses AI tools to create his songs. But he hasn't said from start to finish the track is AI.
I feel like that kind of gives enough, though. Like that kind of gives enough to go, I think it's an AI song because he's going, I'm using AI tools. And in his mind, he'd be like, well, it is my voice because I'm putting my vocals down on the track, but then I'm AI editing them, which, by the way, can I finally be a singer?
We don't have that kind of AI powerful enough to turn what you've got into. I know producers worked a long time to make Paris Hilton sound good. And that song is a classic. Stars Are Blind. The stars might be blind, but we're not deaf. We can tell. We can tell that wasn't all you, baby girl. Sam Whitting, who's a senior research fellow at RMIT School of Media and Communication, says that Like a Prayer, this version of it, has all the hallmarks of AI music generators like Suno. He said the whole thing is compressed in a way that every single thing, including the performance, isn't real. It's not made by a real instrument. It's not even made by a plug-in that's trying to simulate a real instrument. Right. Now, a lot of people aren't going to give a fuck because they love it. They want to work out to it and they're not going to question it. Now, if this is AI, it's well done because a lot of people aren't clocking it. Now, it doesn't mean that every single part of it is AI, but it is really curious to me that someone who doesn't have, from what I can see in all of my research, and I was digging for an hour this morning to try and find any connection between Fadi Fawaz, George Michael's ex-boyfriend, or I don't know, boyfriend when he passed-ish. I wanted to find any connection between Fadi Fawaz and playing the piano, releasing music, anything. I couldn't find a fucking thing. No connection. I could find information about him being a hairdresser. I could find heaps of information about him being a photographer, freelance photographer, but I could not find anything. I did think, oh my God, I'm onto something because I found Fadi Fawaz SoundCloud.
Yeah. Oh.
Remember SoundCloud?
Yeah, I remember SoundCloud. I think I put like my first radio demos on SoundCloud.
Yes,
to share
I
with,
did too.
Like job interviews.
Yes.
And try to get jobs with it.
Yes.
That's so funny. I never used it for music, obviously, because as Wilco pointed out, the world is not ready for my voice.
And
in so many ways.
That's a way to put it. They're not ready. And
they're not ready.
And that's a shame. But we'll move on. I found, so there's this, okay, this is, I hadn't had a SoundCloud account since forever. So I had to sign up.
You have to sign up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun. Just to listen to something. That's so funny.
Because I see this picture of Fadi Fawaz and there's this artist called Fadi Fawaz. Again, I can't prove that this is him. There's 2 tracks on this SoundCloud.
Unique name.
Beg your pardon?
It's a pretty unique name. Like, how many Fadi Fawaz are getting around?
Fawaz, I think, is a common last name, maybe.
Okay.
But again, Fadi Fawaz to me, it's stuck in my brain because it was just a name that was in the media a lot. So I find this SoundCloud. There's 2 tracks. They're both the exact same track, and they were both released 6 years ago. Okay. They both go for one goes for slightly longer. So we'll listen to the slightly longer version. One goes for 13 seconds, one goes for 19 seconds. So instantly I go, I don't think this is music. But from looking at the actual waveform, the nerd in me goes, this is a voice memo. Someone's just recorded their voice and they've put it on SoundCloud 6 years ago. Do the math. It was bloody COVID times. Yeah. He was trying something and he failed. I guess so. Because this guy's said a lot of stuff. Again, we're going to get to it. I hope you can hear this because I really want you to be able to hear it.
George Michael's father sexually abused his sisters when they were young, Melanie and Joda, with a friend of his.
Okay, so that's one.
Whoa. George Michael was HIV positive, and his mother, the one who brought him to life, was a stripper in North London.
Okay.
So this was
actually wrong with either of those two things.
Years ago that this was put up under his name. Again, digging with articles, trying to find out what the fuck is going on. This is around the same time. Yes, COVID. But it was before. When did COVID pop off? I know it was COVID-19. But
March 2020.
Yeah. So this was October 30, 2019.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so too soon.
This was before it really kicked off. He puts a bunch of things up on X now, it's called. I couldn't remember its fucking name. One post says, George Michael was HIV. Another one said we found out in Vienna after his illness. Another post says, these are all on the same day, by the way. He never wrote his own music. He paid other people to make music for him and pretended it was him, not so talented after all. This is the guy who found his body and apparently loved him.
Yeah.
not being hacked, it's actually me.
It's hard because a hacker would say that.
That's true.
But so would a crazy person.
Towards the end, George Michael smoked crack using an Evian bottle. Friday night, David and I would
taste.
Friday night, David and I would go to London so he could smoke crack and have escorts over Sunday night. Would come to Goring, he would still be at it. So sad. I think come to morning, I think someone else might be on crack while writing these. Fans to these posts, they're mad. They're really, really mad. And in August, Fawaz, August of that year, was arrested on suspicion of criminal damage, accusing of smashing up the house that he lived in with George Michael in London's exclusive Regent's Park. He was arrested after he was seen standing on the roof throwing things into neighbours' gardens. Metro Police said they described the damage to the property as extensive. So he lived in the house that he was with Michael after his death. The family finally kicked him out, and he later wrote on Facebook that he'd become homeless. So this guy is interesting at best. Like, this whole situation is interesting, and I'm really trying to find more stuff on Reddit, and I couldn't find anything else. I found one post that I read to you before in regards to this.
So basically, you're blowing something wide open here.
This is what I'm doing.
This is your journalistic moment in the Sun, is discovering that this AI slop that's number one on Australian radio is produced by George Michael's widower.
But here's the thing. I don't think it is. I don't think Fadi Fawaz has anything to do with it.
How would that name help? Like, I don't know how the name Fadi Fawaz would help Josh.
I don't know if it's a way for Fadi Fawaz to get money.
Oh, so he's put his name on it to be like, you can get like a certain percent because of this.
Yeah. And I don't know.
Do they make much money from a single these days? Like, I don't know how much money gets made.
I don't know, but I just don't understand why this guy, who isn't a music artist named on any other track anywhere, like, he's just no
ever.
And also, I find it interesting that if this Josh Fawaz is the guy who produced this track, he is a DJ producer. Yeah. Why is Fadi Fawaz the producer and Josh the performer? Someone needs to explain it to me in the comments, because well, you're blowing this wide open. I don't think anyone has any answers. Well, people are going to dig now. People are going to watch this and they're going to dig and they're going to check back with us and then email us. whack@wilcoandcourts.com.
How do I spell Fawaz? All right, there he is. Oh, I do recognize his face.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't picture him.
It's just all so weird.
AI music in general and AI art in general is bleh. Like, I'm not for it.
I think AI is incredible in helping you in your work. I don't think AI should be doing everything.
No, and I think the bubble will burst eventually.
I think AI, because I write a lot of stuff and then I go, okay, what am I missing out of my notes here? Have I missed anything? Does something not make sense? Like, have I structured it wrong? It's like using someone to read things for you and go, this is weird. I use AI. Well, it's not technically AI. It's just software that will go, who's talking at what time to help me edit our episodes quicker. So it'll just pick the camera that's whoever's talking. So, but then I still have to go and edit it. It still takes me 2 hours to go through and edit the fucking thing. So I think AI is incredible in a lot of ways, but if you take the humanity out of things, I thought people would notice. But it seems to me that this particular track is not really pricking up a huge bulk of his audience's ear. People aren't going, I don't know about this. It still sounds like a club banger, maybe you should have a Fadi Red Bull.
And this is the thing, there's so many Fadi Red Bull songs that you could just compare to this song and be like, yeah, that sounds like pretty much the same. They've taken an old song and they've remade it, and it all sounds the same. And I have to admit, I'm not very good at picking AI songs. Like, I'm really good at picking AI videos because it's all in the mouth, right? Like,
well, even now it's
my
really
mum will
hard.
send me. I know, but my mum will send me something. I'm like, Mum, look at the mouth. It's AI. Like, that mouth is wrong. It's not. That's not a real doctor. Stop listening to this man on TikTok. But the mouths are getting better as well. But I feel pretty good at picking like fake art and fake videos.
Yeah.
But the songs, there was that banger on Instagram that I did not realize was AI, and I fucking loved it. It was the
San
Costa
Juan
Rica one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, I fucking loved that song. And Brian Jordan Alvarez was shirtless dancing to it everywhere he went. And that's really what got me. So I wasn't like trying to hear if this song was AI. I just assumed it was a song that someone had made. And then I was like watching him do that dance a lot. And then so my algorithm then fed me other people doing it. And that's when I found out it was AI slop. But I loved that song. It was a really fun song. It was very catchy.
The whole song isn't great. Like, the whole song isn't great.
I've never heard the whole song. I've just heard the bit that does the round. I've not gone and listened on Spotify.
Hear the hook and they go, it's a banger. And you go, yeah, but the whole song. You got to...
They clapped when the plane landed. Oh, I love it.
So this Josh Fawaz has decided that this is what's getting him, like, he's released an EP with a bunch of these sort of covers that he's doing.
Ooh, baby, I'm hot just like an oven.
He's playing the track off just it's not on a multitrack. So he's just got the actual track open wherever it came from.
Yeah.
And it's just playing, which, again, I'm just throwing it out there because to me it's weird that a musician wouldn't have the multi-track open. Like, if you just made a track and you're like, guys, I think this is a banger, and you're playing it for everybody, actual musicians I watch on socials, they show the whole multi-track. For whatever DAW they're using.
Well, yeah, because they don't mix it down before they play it for you.
Yeah.
Because what if someone hears something and they need to edit it or whatever?
I don't know. It just, I don't know. It just, the whole thing looks a little bit sus to me.
Andrew Santino said that Like a Prayer is about a blowjob. And I didn't know that. Is it actually, or was he just taking the piss? Because he said, yeah, look at the lyrics. Like a little prayer, I'm down on my knees. I'm going to take you there.
In the midnight hour, I can feel
and
your
it
power.
is Madonna.
Oh, yeah. That
Like,
would make
she's
sense.
feeling the power of the dick in the mouth.
That would make sense. Oh, it almost sounded like a bit of the cum came up in your throat.
Stop.
Oh, she's gone.
Oh, my God. I can't laugh. It just like...
It just comes up.
Yeah,
No,
so
get it.
I found that out the other day about Like a Prayer.
I
that
was
apparently it's about a
today years
blowjob.
young. I'm all for using AI to enhance life. I'm weird when it comes to like art. I'm weird when it comes to art. And now, if you like this kind of thing, go for it. I think you should not go. It kind of says to me where the generation is now, that they're listening to bad AI versions of songs. Because to me,
I've got thoughts on that. I don't think that the young generation are listening to this song and enjoying it. I think it's more people our age who remember Like a Prayer and who are also in marathon era. And so they just like put a playlist on from Spotify that's like running playlist, and it's like my sister. I remember when she messaged me and she said, this is a really great song for running. And it was the fucking remix of Still Into You from Paramore. You can get out of here with that. That's slop, in my opinion. Don't you be taking a Paramore song that was less than 10 years old and remaking it to a remix for 35-year-olds to go running. No, we don't have any time for that.
We also did versions of, like, there was also songs that were taken, I guess, 10 years young seems ridiculous, but there were songs from the 80s that were remixed in our clubbing era. And like, if you think, I know this wasn't from the 80s, but you know that song, Somebody to Love? Don't you want somebody to love?
Oh, I hated that song.
Yeah. So that was obviously an old song that was then, it was a complete remake, not just a remix.
Yes.
So it wasn't using the...
And I certainly didn't know that.
But here's what I'll say about our generation of music in regards to using other songs. We were great at sampling. A lot of the artists would use samples of things and from that make new art. This isn't just taking a sample. You're just
the song.
Taking the song. And I guess it's the same thing as, like, is it Kygo and Whitney Houston? So
yeah. Didn't like it though.
Yeah. So it's not for me. It doesn't, like, if you like it, that's great. My issue is, and I hope Kygo made that himself, but he used the vocals from Whitney, right?
Yeah, he used Whitney's vocals.
So that is technically a remix because you're using the original vocals and then you're remixing.
This is not.
This is not. I don't think that's him singing. I would love to hear him singing. Show me that you can sing.
I think it would be him singing, but I think he's edited it so much it wouldn't sound like what he sounds like.
But it's I'm going to play it again because I just listen to the way, like, the runs in it, and I just don't buy it.
I can feel your power just like a prayer.
Blowjob.
This take me there, baby. There's just.
I mean, it does sound like a woman.
It does sound like a woman, and that's fine. Vocal mods can do anything, but I just think the way, because you would have to be a good singer to be able to do some of those vocal maneuvers.
Yeah,
you'd have to be a good singer. I can't find anything with this fucking guy singing. Can't find anything.
Have we heard his voice, like his speaking voice?
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Can I don't I'll be able to show you, but I can. Let's do this.
Minor setback. Like a Prayer has been removed off Spotify, but not for long. My whole team are on it right now. It'll be back up before you know it. In the meantime, the Afro House version is still up. So if you can stream that in the meantime,
his voice is way too deep.
To this Friday, 6 new songs dropping on Friday, May 22. Let's go.
It's weird that it got removed from Spotify and then it popped back up too. I don't know why it got removed. I'm assuming that was some sort of legal thing that maybe they were like, you didn't have full rights or you haven't credited people correctly in this. So I don't know. Like, he's got.
That's
it's
not
like American.
him singing. He can't claim that.
Well, he's the performer on that one on No Scrubs. He's the performer. What's happening? I don't know. I don't have the answer. I just feel there's something it's gonna come out about this that's like, I don't think Fadi Fawaz is playing fucking synths on these things, and I don't think that guy who is George Michael's ex-boyfriend is like producing these fucking tracks, and I certainly don't think that guy's singing them.
No.
I don't think he's singing them and using AI tools to modulate his voice. No. He's not. It's not him doing it. Like, no one else is credited. So he could have just paid someone to come in and be a session vocalist.
Or it's just AI.
It's just fucking AI.
I think it's just an AI voice. And we should all go and rewatch Idiocracy. That's where we're heading, baby.
I don't know. Like, I like our generation for using samples of things. Like, if you look at Troye Sivan using a sample to make Rush, and then transforming it into something completely different, but for the hook using that particular sample. I mean, chef's fucking kiss. Excellent. But when you're just taking a song, you're not even making an interesting version of it. You're just speeding it up.
It's quite boring. Yeah.
And that also goes to show where fucking radio is these days. That's
Oh, I was about to say, like, shame on Australian radio for pushing this bullshit. Is it just because he's Australian? Because we need to play more
it would be
Australian
Australian
music?
and that's the
it
thing.
would be legitimately because it's an ARIA chart, like
Can
literally.
you claim that this is an Australian artist when he didn't write the song? He didn't like.
But it says performer.
but the
Says
composition.
It's the same as friggin', you know, when I used to schedule the music and when I would have to go and then report how many Australian songs.
Yeah.
And even if Iggy Azalea had one line in a song, we called it an Australian track.
Is that legal? Because if you don't know,
I
radio
think so.
stations in Australia have a quota. I think it's 35% for a quote-unquote hit music station.
For a 24-hour period.
Yeah, for a 24-hour period. So 35% of the music
So 5
played on
a.m.
the-
to 6 a.m., have a little listen to your hit network playlist, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. You'll notice a lot of fucking Guy Sebastian popping up in there.
But they don't play it like the Aussie songs don't get run through the big peak unless they're big songs. They don't get run
Unless they're big songs.
unless
Yeah.
they're big songs. They don't get
9
a run
to 5
between-
workday, you're fine, baby. You're getting all American tracks. Overnights, chock-a-block. Put them all in there.
I know we have to go, but can I, and thank you for coming on this discovery, and like little internet sleuths, go for it. Keep digging into this
Yes,
Fadi
go for
Fawaz,
it.
Josh Fawaz thing
Yeah.
and go for it.
Yeah.
But can I tell you, I don't even know if this is illegal.
Go for it. We're blowing things wide open here today.
When I was 20 and I was music director, oh, why did I say my age? Fuck, I was music director of a station. Who knows where I was at this age? And
I was about to say it.
we couldn't hit the quota because all the music we were playing, bar maybe 2 or 3 tracks that would hit across the day, was not Australian. Non-Australian stuff would pop off so much more. The Australian bands we weren't really playing, and we would try and, bolster that up. On Sunday, you'd have the Oz Music Show.
Yes.
Every
classic.
radio station has
2
an
hours
Oz
of
music.
Aussie music.
You
Yes.
do 2 hours of straight Aussie music to try and balance it out. And I remember saying to the other radio station music director, I was like, fuck, I can't hit this quota. I just can't hit this quota. And I think it was lower back then. I think it was only like 25 or 6%. And I said, I can't hit this quota. And he said, when we're in network hours, which would be overnight, right? So for a period of hours in network hours, what you should do is you should go and fill those hours in the computer system with Australian music. They'll never get played because we're in network, so the music comes from elsewhere. And then when you submit it, they see those songs in the track and it looks like they played out. And
Triple M.
wasn't Triple M. It wasn't. I was
20?
No. That was when I was 18. I was 18 at Triple M.
Oh, okay. CFM.
And with that, I'll say no comment. Okay.
I need to go get my puffer.
Oh, she's got more coming up. Hey, if you enjoyed this, there's plenty more on the channel. It's going to be in front of your face right now.